I'm going for that like greasy, like Crisco look. And you might think I look like a clown, and that's okay. Hi there, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do the makeup that I do when I wake up, like today. I woke up feeling kind of just blah, and I have like blemishes on my face, and I thought today I would show you sort of my confident, feel pretty makeup that you could wear every day, but it also could go like day to night. And it is a look that looks very much put together, but it doesn't look like you try too hard, but we kind of are trying hard. So let's get into it. And this shirt is from H&M, and I have it in black too, and it's great. Go get it. It's like $20, really pretty. And kind of ruches, really pretty. Start off with this look. You need to have glowy, pretty skin. So these are products from Botanics. I think it's a number 7 line, the Boots number 7. So it has a little bit of oil with a little dropper. And I put that on my face to get that really glowy look. So the look is to have like medium coverage of foundation, but before I start anything with that, you want your skin to be good. And then I'm using this day cream, which is very nourishing. I have really dry skin, and I live in Las Vegas, which is obviously really dry. So I'm going for that like greasy, like Crisco look before I put my foundation on. If you have like oily skin, I probably wouldn't do this. And for this look, it's more about your face than like your eye makeup. So we'll do a little bit of eye makeup and like lip, but most of it is to have your skin looking gorgeous. And this is NARS, what kind of sheer glow. Really natural looking. I kind of just dot it. And it builds up pretty well. It doesn't ever get to full coverage, but I rarely ever wear a full coverage foundation because it just looks like we try too hard. Going for medium coverage. And I kind of do use a lot of products, but I don't want it to ever look like I'm using a lot of products. And I blend down the neck a little bit so we look like there's no line, because that's like the worst. So you want it to look like seamless. And spend time on this. And I have a newer sponge. I think it's just soaking up a lot of the foundation. So I may actually, it usually doesn't soak this much up. I usually have a grosser, dirtier sponge, which doesn't usually soak it up as much. Okay. Just a little bit there. And you see, I have these blemishes here, but I'm not like caking on foundation because that always looks worse when you try to cover it up too much. And then this is concealer for under the eyes. And I don't really put concealer on blemishes. Again, I think that accentuates it. And our point is to just distract from that. So this is Conceal and Perfect. I have the color 115 Light Nude. And this is, I like this one enough. I'm always on the hunt for like the most perfect under eye concealer because I like it to not look cakey, but I also hate when it creases. And this one does an okay job. I would say it's good. I'm not like run and get it, whereas I would go get this foundation. This one's really good. And this, I always do this in a lighter color than my skin to see how much it just brightened up everything. But we're not doing that like baking and crazy contour because that looks like we try too hard. So we're not doing that, but we are trying a little hard. Okay, this is a really good product too. This is liquid bronzer Laguna from NARS. There's the thing, if you want to get it. And it has a little bit of sparkle to it, but the sparkles don't really show up on your face. And I put a little bit like that on my hand. It's kind of watery, and just smash it in there. And then I kind of go in like a contour, but really blending because you don't want any harsh lines, and you go up into the hairline. So it has a really natural glow, and this blends into the skin really nice. I would recommend, I love these NARS products. I like NARS a lot. Okay. Up in the forehead, just adds like the sun has hit your face. And then just a little bit here to define that, but not like chisel too much. Just like what's extra. I would never add more to do this, but just what's left on the brush. And then I did a little bit on the nose. That was like a little contouring, a little bit of just putting color there. So there we go. So far we've used no powder products. Oh, I forgot to use this. This is really good. I use this everywhere. So, well, on my face, that is. So this is Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, Hollywood Flawless Filter. And mine is the color Light Medium 3. So this I sometimes put in my foundation. I put this on after the lotion sometimes. But it also works as like a highlighter. So I'm going to come put it in like highlighting places. And you want to do this before you start putting on any powder. So these are all the places that I want to like make look like there's light on them. So just use the beauty blender. You could use your hands, and then this just makes your face look even more glowy, but only in the spots that you want to be glowy. It's like I don't want my under eyes to be like sparkling. So, and then the key is just blending, blending, blending. But this is kind of expensive, but definitely worth it. Really pretty product. Now we're gonna go into the powders, but not like aggressively. There's no aggressive powdering because then it looks really cakey and looks like you tried too hard. So this is a Laura Mercier, and it's technically a highlighter, but it's really subtle. It's highlight number 1. It's a matte Radiance baked powder. So they call it matte Radiance because it isn't really shiny, but a really pretty product. And so I just use this like right where I need it. So under the eyes. And it does, so if you had like really oily skin, I wouldn't use this how I'm using it. Because I'm trying to get that, I want to look like I have oily skin. So I put that kind of the same places I highlighted with just to set them, and then under the eye mostly. I'm not really touching the bronzer. That kind of dries down. So these are all like light layers. So there's nothing too heavy or cakey. So see if you can see. I think it looks as natural as, you know, 12 layers of makeup can look. Okay, now we're going to go into bronzer. Okay, I'm back. I had some technical difficulties, but I got Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper. This is, sometimes you're just in the mood for this. I'm a Diet Coke drinker, but sometimes you just need to change it up. Okay, I don't know where I left off. I had my camera battery died. I'm new at this technology thing. So I think I put on number 7 bronzer all around the face where I put the liquid bronzer. These go really well together, adds a really natural glow, as you can see. Then I threw that bronzer into my crease, into my eyes, and just kind of messily, nothing too precise in the eyes. Now we're on to the blush, and the blush is gonna scare you. And I say this is the piece de resistance. I don't speak French. I sound like the girl from Home Alone, the les incompetents. But my husband does actually speak French fluently, so he wishes I could learn. And I've bought books and never done them. And anyway, back to NARS. So NARS, this is a blush called Desire, and it looks scary, like bubblegum pink. And you're gonna think, I can't wear that, I have rosy cheeks. But what we did, we already covered up the base, so then you can add in any bright colored pink. When you make the base like perfect as possible, but not heavy coverage, just natural perfect, and then throw this on, so pretty. And my other favorite for like this pretty, feel confident makeup is, this is from Laura Gellar, and the color is Buttercream, and it's actually more pink than it looks in here. So I'm gonna go in with the NARS to show you what I mean. If this one scares you, definitely pick up the Laura Gellar. These blushes are so beautiful. So I'm gonna show you this one because I know you're thinking like, no way, Christina, that's not gonna work. But okay, so here's this. Get it in there, tap it off, and you're gonna just smile and pop it there, and then bring it back. And I actually like a heavy-handed blush look, but it definitely looks like you're wearing makeup, but I'm okay to look like I'm wearing makeup, just not that like I tried really hard, even if it took me like 45 minutes. Okay, so I keep kind of going in with it, make sure it's right. And you might think I look like a clown, and that's okay. Okay, so then I just kind of go under here with, this is just like I use the powder with this just to, you can put a little more on, just to make sure it doesn't get everywhere, because you want the blush just to be in that one spot. Okay, and you just look so alive and awake. I love that. So it's NARS Desire, and NARS blushes are really good. So I would say these NARS products, definitely. But their face products are really good. The blushes, the bronzers, the foundation, at least this foundation, really good. Okay, now we're gonna do, I like to do the eyebrows before I go too much into the eyeshadow, just so I know, because I don't really have eyebrows, just to make sure I don't do too much eyeshadow. But so if I frame my eyes first, I know what I'm working with. So just brush them up. This is a new product to me. I saw Risa does makeup. You should follow her. She does really beautiful makeup. This is Taupe by NYX, Fill and Fluff. So has kind of that like triangle shape, but I really like this. So she recommended this. So I'll do my eyebrows. So I look back at photos when I'm like a teenager. I'm like, I'm really cute, but I just needed eyebrows. But I could have used the help. Okay, and just trying to get them. I know they say your eyebrows are sisters, not twins, but I prefer to have as close of, at least fraternal twins, right? A little closer. Mine tend to be like distant cousins or something. Okay. That's probably as good as we're gonna get. Okay. And then I like to curl the eyelashes. So curl the eyelashes, kind of get aggressive in there. That I also think having fake lashes on looks like you tried too hard. Not the extensions. Those look like really well, sometimes they're like the snuffleupagus guy. Those ones I'm not a fan of, but you know, natural-ish looking ones. Okay, I'm actually gonna do the highlighter. So this is Becca Opal. This is a classic. There's ones from the drugstore that are good too, just to be extra glowy. Oh, I like to do, I'll ditch that, get rid of that. Okay, a little bit on your Cupid's bow, makes your lips look a little bit bigger. And just a little bit down your nose. But again, just trying to be natural. So places that you want to like bring sparkle to. So your eyes. Okay, and then we're gonna just spray. There's a bunch of these, any like face spray. These make it so it kind of blends in. Coming together. Okay, so you see I'm kind of getting to like looking done, and that's because the base makeup pulls it together, and then you need less and less eye makeup. Then this is a product that I also love. I don't know if this is still sold. So this is Marc Jacobs, and it's Flesh and Fantasy. Yeah, Marc Jacobs and NARS have like all the wild names, and this is really pretty. So I'm actually gonna add a little bit of this blush kind of in the back, because it's kind of between that pink blush and the bronzer, so it kind of will make them blend and just add more definition. This can kind of go on your nose, because it just kind of adds like you were in the sun. It's not overly pinky. And then this looks great also in the eyes. And it kind of brings your face and your eyes together. And I don't think too much about the eyeshadow. I kind of put it in the crease and kind of bring it down to the lid, but I don't worry too much about that. Really pretty. So if I was gonna go on like a date, I'm not gonna do this today because this kind of goes a little too fancy. But this is Charlotte Tilbury in Bette, B-E-T-T-E, Eyes to Mesmerize. And this is like a beautiful product. And I would just put this like on the lid here. But for like a date night, I would definitely do that. She has other beautiful colors. Really recommend that product. But we're gonna skip that for today to kind of keep it more everyday casual. One look I do love is like winged eyeliner, but winged eyeliner definitely gives a look of I am trying today. And so we're not going for that. We're going for much more subtle. So this is actually a really good eyeliner. It's from L'Oreal called Eyeliner Signature. It's a retractable one. And I have it in the color Brown Denim. So I'm gonna go right at the base, only on the outer side. And kind of smudge it in there. Bringing it out a little bit just to extend the eye, but not to give a winged eyeliner look. And don't go further than like half of your eye. Same thing on the other side. Kind of looks a little harsh, but if you bring it in too much, it starts looking overly like done. Like the look looks too much. Soften all of it. Kind of run it over. So see the difference between this one and this one? So it just gives a really pretty, subtle, but definition, but nothing too much. And I don't put anything on, I don't put eyeliner on the lower line, especially for this kind of look. If I was doing like a smoky eye maybe, but just for an everyday not trying look, you wanna not have it go underneath. So, okay, we're coming along. So the last step is we need lips and mascara. This is one I've been using. It's good. Maybelline Falsies. So this one, I like the Falsies. They're good. I also like L'Oreal Voluminous. I like a lot of the L'Oreal ones. And I put a little bit on the bottom, but I don't like go in. I actually kind of have long bottom lashes and I can look a little crazy. Okay, and don't neglect like the inside ones, the outside ones. On the top, get in there. But not to look spidery, just to look thorough. Thorough, not spidery. I'm gonna take one last sip and then we're gonna do the lips. So this is NYX Butter Lipstick, and this is in the color Root Beer Float. These are really natural, pretty looking. And I go in, but then I like blot it off because you don't want to look like you have on tons of lipstick. So put it on, smash it around with your finger. All right, let's get the hair down. And same with the hair. I did it, I curled it, but I like really brushed it out. Sometimes I'll even go in and like straighten parts of it because I don't want it to look like I have ringlets. I've really tried. Since it can kind of, because with like a fancy shirt, makeup, hair, it can be a little bit too, and I like to be dressed up, but sometimes I want to look like I just naturally am this, you know, beautiful and put together. So, all right, here is the look, here is the makeup. So let me know if you get any of these products or try it out. And you don't have to use the exact products that I used. These are just things that I've tried that I like that seem to be go-tos when I want to get this sort of effortless, pretty, confident feeling makeup. So you can definitely use your own products to kind of get this look, but the main point is glowy, healthy, pretty skin, and then minimal on the eyes and a minimal lip. So yeah, and kind of blushy tones because I kind of used the blush in the eyes and really pretty. So let me know what you think and hope to catch you in my next video. Bye-bye.